Hello, everyone. My name is Dan Houbrick.
And I'm Stefani Robinson. Zoe Lustri.
And this is The Voyage.
We imagined the story of the Odyssey in a modern context and put it in a mental institution.
A lot of what happens plays around with what's real and what isn't, and learning to accept who you are when others won't.
This wouldn't have been possible without Mike, Diane, and our wonderful cast and our director, Paul Lazo.
Good results. Back to our wonderful Nick, Chris. Without further ado, let's take the voyage.
The Voyage by Stefani Robinson and Dan Houbrick. Music and lyrics by Zoe Lustri. Exterior, New Voyage's Mental Institute. Night. Scratch, scratch, scratch. A distant moan. A scream. A thunderstorm rumbles nearby, and as lightning strikes, it illuminates New Voyages in all its awful glory. Interior, New Voyage's hallway, same night. A guard patrols the hallway. Hands reach out of windows. The guard beats them back. A patient in her cell sits on her bed and holds her head in her hands. He turns the corner and enters a door with a sign reading, New Voyages Minimum Security Ward. Interior, minimum security hallway, continuous. Patients stand in line to receive medication from a nurse. One patient is Oliver, 17, dark-eyed with a haunted look that seems to be etched in stone. A young patient, 14, stands in front of Oliver. After the young patient collects her medicine, she turns and accidentally bumps into a guard. The guard, in a fit of rage, begins to hit the girl. Oliver intervenes and fights the guard. After a heated fight, the guard restrains Oliver. He pushes him down the hall. He's taking him to the warden. The howling and screaming of the patients reaches a fever pitch. They bang, claw, and scream as Oliver is led down the hallway.
Here comes the guard, walking a fucking dog. They say he's got him by the lead, no choice but to stroll along. They come to rattle our cages, takes us out when weak and bad, to visit the loving warden where the consequences stand.
Tell the warden I say hello, Oliver. The prison walls, they flicker. It's hard to sleep the night with the halo of the sunset coming from fluorescent lights. Wake up in sedation, ivy drips by my side. Slow calm infiltration, poisoning my mind. They say we're unfixable, we're violent, a force with no remorse, unsavable savages, a storm without a course. Come to seek asylum, oh, and that would cost. Come to seek asylum from a war already lost.
A deranged patient writhes on the floor. A nurse, Athena, 20s, attempts to calm him. She locks eyes with Oliver.
They're gonna kill us all, but not if we do it first. We can end it.
As the guards shout for help, Oliver glances down the hallway and sees a glimpse of Penelope, 18, beautiful and ghost-like. She smiles sadly at Oliver.
Penelope?
The guards around Oliver briefly obstruct his view. When they move, Penelope is gone. Oliver backs up into a patient door. A hand springs through the door's observation window and strokes Oliver's cheek. Oliver turns to a grinning female patient.
Well, you're a catch. Behind each with a different cause. Some schizos with delusions, and some nymphs with frisky claws. Though we stand together, you'll always be alone. Don't step out of place, love, they'll burn you to the bone.
Oliver staggers away. The guards beat the deranged patient.
They say we're unfixable, we're violent, a force with no remorse, unsavable savages, a storm without a course. Come to seek asylum,
Oh, and at what cost?
come to seek asylum
From the war already lost.
Athena produces a syringe and plunges it deep into the deranged patient's neck. The deranged patient gasps and then slowly goes limp. The guards return to Oliver and they continue.
Don't give them sharp objects, they'll hurt someone you know. Strange ironic twist that the doctors get them go. They say we're getting better, slowly getting right. Don't believe a word from those pseudo sadistic lies. They say we're unfixable, we're violent, a force with no remorse, unsavable savages, a storm without a cause. Come to seek asylum, oh, and at what cost? Come to seek asylum from a war already lost. Come to seek asylum from a war already lost. Come to seek asylum from a war already lost.
Oliver gets shoved through large wooden doors. The sign above the doors reads, "The Warden's Office." Interior, Warden's Lobby, continuous. The lobby is quaint, a welcome reprieve from the stone of the asylum. An ornate oak door leads to the Warden's office. Paula, 30, stupid as she is cruel, stands in front of the door. Oliver and his guards enter.
Warden wasn't expecting a visitor.
There was a situation.
The warden don't care.
Well, we're here. You gonna send him in?
Paula smirks at Oliver and opens the door for him. Interior, Warden's office, new voyages, night. Oliver enters. The room is full of Victorian furniture, an extensive library, and bay windows that overlook the barbed wire fences. The warden, 60, wears circular glasses and a perfectly tailored suit. Her fountain pen, scratch, scratch, scratches as she writes. She looks up and smiles warmly at Oliver.
Ah, Oliver, please have a seat.
Oliver obeys. The warden gestures to a metal tin on her desk.
Have a cookie, Oliver. Don't you want a cookie?
The warden shrugs and helps herself to a bite of the cookie.
You know, Oliver, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm here to help. This is the third time I've had to see you this week. That's an awful lot, don't you think?
They were going to kill him! He was just a
If
boy!
you don't follow the rules and keep provoking the guards,
The warden leans slightly over her desk.
I think we may have to work something out until you learn to follow my rules.
Something like what?
I think it's best if you stay another month or so, don't you? And perhaps a more intensive treatment, starting immediately.
No, you can't do this!
The warden opens a drawer to her desk.
And here,
The warden tosses Oliver an already opened envelope containing a letter.
cherish that. I think it may be best if we also limit your outside contact, don't you?
Oliver's face drops. He looks at the envelope. It's addressed from Penelope.
It will be in your best interest to do better here, Oliver.
The warden lunges over her desk and grabs Oliver by the throat. Oliver struggles, but the warden grips him harder.
It would be in Penelope's best interest if you stayed here forever, you little freak of nature!
Suddenly, the warden's hand fades away from his throat. Instead, the warden is looking down at her desk, writing like before.
You're dismissed, Oliver. The guards will bring you to the doctors for your treatment.
Oliver stands up. He touches his throat.
Everything all right?
Oliver quickly opens the door and slams it behind him. Interior, laboratory, new voyages, night. Flasks, syringes, and chemicals clutter the space. Oliver is crudely strapped onto a wheeled cart. He stares blankly.
Dear Oliver, every day I feel like I'm forgetting your face more and more.
Two nurses, faces covered in medical masks, enter.
I heard something terrible today.
The nurses produce multiple syringes and fill them with liquids.
I'm leaving, moving. The end of the month. Far away. Farther than I've ever even been before. You're my best friend and this kills me. We'll see each other one day. I promise. When you're better. Your friend, Penelope.
Oliver looks up at the nurses. One of them pulls down her mask to reveal she's Athena. She winks at him and shoves a syringe up his arm. A burst of color and light flashes of Penelope's face. A vision of Penelope gestures for Oliver. Oliver attempts to grab her hand, but is restrained. Oliver begins to feel the effects of the drugs. He is in complete medicated heaven and hell.
With broken mind and heavy heart, I'll never get to say. I'm writhing here, I'm dreaming of your breath so soft and easy, it never goes away. You don't know what you mean to me, I'll come for you, Penelope. In truth, I've tried to fight it off, but the more I strive, the more I've lost. I cannot walk away. And though these chains enrapture me, they cannot fix what's fracturing. I'll find another way. You don't know what you mean to me. I'll come to you, Penelope. There has to be another way out. I know it.
Flashes of Penelope's laughing face. She's on a swing atop a grassy hill. Oliver pushes her. He smiles and laughs. Another syringe slips into Oliver's veins. A burst of color. Penelope now cries silently in a bedroom. She turns away from Oliver and slams a door behind her.
If I can't find the way to find you, it will all be left unsaid. Slowly you'll fade into the pigments living in my head. I'll cross the greatest mountain, roll rocks upside ahead. No, I won't look back. I won't look back until the only place I have to be is by your side, Penelope. I'll find a way, you'll be with me. I'll fight for you, Penelope.
Oliver struggles to stay conscious. Athena's face flashes in front of him and whispers in his ear.
There is a way.
The drugs take hold, and Oliver's world slowly fades to black. Interior, Oliver's room, the next morning. Oliver wakes up. He slowly gets up and rubs his arm. His door unlocks. Athena walks in, carrying a tray of pills.
Hello, Oliver. How are you feeling?
Oliver eyes Athena suspiciously.
Here, take these. They'll help with the pain.
Yeah? What else would they do?
They're just pain meds, I promise.
Athena pops one of the pills into her mouth. She winks at Oliver. Oliver takes a pill, holds it up to the light to examine it, and then slowly swallows it.
You said something last night.
Did I?
You said that I could get back to Penelope, that you knew a way.
I think you just imagined it, dear. You were under a lot of medication.
No, I remember you. You said you could help.
Oliver, calm down, please.
I need your help. Why won't you help me get out of here?
I think it's best if I leave.
Athena gathers her things and walks toward the door.
Wait, no, please, stop. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get angry. I don't know why. I know I shouldn't yell at people, but I don't realize I am until they start running away from me. There's only been one person in my life who's never run away from me, and now I'll never get to see her again. Please, I need your help.
There are tunnels.
Huh?
Tunnels that run underneath new voyages. They're old. Very, very old. That's how you get to Penelope.
Tunnels? How do you know?
Athena nonchalantly takes out a folded blueprint of the hospital.
Trust me, I know.
She puts the blueprint back into her pocket.
How did
This isn't an easy task, Oliver. If you choose to do this, there will be consequences that you'll have to live with for the rest of your life. Are you prepared to make that kind of voyage?
Oliver frowns. He seems unsure. And then...
For Penelope, I'd do anything. Tell me what I need to do.
You need a crew.
Athena turns to leave. A small silver key bounces out of her pocket and onto the ground in front of Oliver. Oops. She leaves Oliver and the key. Interior, New Voyage's lunchroom, same day. Oliver carries a food tray and scans the room. He spots a table where 3 young men sit. Nix, 17, Tristan, 16, and Ace, 19. Oliver cautiously approaches the table and sits down. The group regards him suspiciously.
Can we help you?
Hi. Listen, I need help.
No, we're not interested.
Shut up, Nix. This is that crazy dude who beat up that guard last night, Oliver. Nice to meet you. I'm Ace. Brief psychotic breakdown.
Nix. Post-traumatic stress. Tristan. Suicidal depression. We got the works over here.
Violent schizophrenic, I guess.
Welcome to the club.
Thanks. Listen, I need your help.
I don't want to help you. Why the hell should I have to help you?
Because I know a way out of here.
Let me guess. Windows that unhinge, gaps in the barbed wire, underground tunnels.
Oliver's eyes light up.
Ah, the tunnels.
We've all heard that one.
Meds. There's no way out.
Yes, there is.
Says who?
Says the key in my pocket.
Oliver quickly flashes the key.
You have a key? How?
It doesn't matter.
What does it open?
I don't know yet, but the point is I need your help.
Why us?
None of you are wearing a straitjacket.
As if to prove his point, a patient wearing a straitjacket starts shouting at one of the guards.
No! You need to walk on it! Stay in line for one time and next! I know it's a gun, stand there, check your Newman!
Fair point.
So, are you guys in?
I don't know. No offense, Oliver. You seem like a nice dude and all, but I don't know if I'm willing to take a risk like that.
From across the room, Paula watches Oliver with intrigue.
Let me ask you something. When were you all supposed to get out of here?
Well, 6 months ago. 10 months ago.
A year ago.
We're never leaving if it's up to them.
All but Ace nod and stare pensively at Oliver's words. Paula exits. Her eyes do not wander from Oliver. Interior, minimum security hallway, day. An elderly nurse sits in a booth, doling out prescribed pills. Oliver and his new comrades shuffle forward in line.
The only way out is through the other side of the hospital.
The other side? We gotta get to the other side? If the guards don't kill us, the patients on their way will.
Next!
That's if we even make it out of this ward.
Next!
Ace steps forward. The nurse hands him a plastic cup containing a large, bright green pill. Ace looks at the cup in a mixture of distaste and horror.
This isn't mine. Not my pill. Where are my pills?
Ace pushes the pill back to the elderly nurse. The nurse smiles, revealing a clutter of decaying teeth. She slides the cup back to Ace. Paula enters with a clipboard. She motions to the group.
Nah, that's your pill. That one. For all of you. Says so right here on your charts.
Paula flicks the clipboard with a loud tick. Ace makes no move to swallow the pill.
We got a problem here because I have no problem calling the
Ace
Lord.
quickly picks up the cup. He dry swallows the pill.
Open.
Ace opens his mouth and lifts his tongue.
Good. You. Next.
Paula's eyes burn into Oliver.
You want to make it worse for your new buddies here?
The nurse slides Oliver a pill identical to Ace's. Oliver dry swallows it and opens his mouth for inspection. Paula leans into Oliver.
Have fun, kid.
She shoves Oliver aside.
Next.
Interior, day room, later. Oliver, Ace, Tristan, and Nix sit in front of blank easels. Dull-colored pencils and chewed paintbrushes sit in a jar. The boys stare blankly.
Do you realize what those were? That pill?
Sorry, Oliver. Looks like Big Brother's watching.
We just need at least one night to plan. We need to get this right.
Oliver, by morning we won't know what's real and what's not.
It's hell. It rots your brain. It rots it. I'm gonna kill him. I swear to God I'll kill that bastard.
So we leave tonight?
The boys collectively shake their heads at Oliver.
We're as good as dead here anyway, and you all know it. Come on.
I found our gate out. You guys, I found our way. We have got to depart before the pills besiege our brains. The clock is quickly ticking. One more dose and we're done. We have to leave now before the warden has won.
Ace shakes his head. He's not buying it.
Listen, it's done. It's impossible anyway. We have no
Tonight's the night we break the walls. We set off to the sea, tunnel through the great unknowns, all with this little key. When everyone is sleeping and hallucinations fall, we'll unlock our cages and follow the sirens call.
Oliver lets his new comrades examine the key. Nix touches it, trembling. He chews on his lip.
The outside. I don't even remember what it feels like anymore. Do you?
Nix turns to Ace and Tristan.
I'm in. Trying to get out is better than this shithole. Let's go.
If we come out with a plan, then fine. I'm in.
The group looks at Ace.
I could do with a burger.
Oliver smiles.
Don't let the fear keep you here. You're dead if you do or you don't. You're dying, not trying. It's time to drown or to float. You're dying, not trying. It's time to drown or to float.
Oliver huddles closer to the group.
We need to find a way to get out of the ward, especially if Paul's got an eye on us.
Nick squeezes his fist.
I'll take care of her.
Tonight's the night we break the walls. We set off to the sea, tunnel through the great unknowns with hopes of breaking free.
The group huddles even closer together to make plans. Interior, Oliver's room, night. Oliver sits in bed, wide awake, his pupils the size of dimes. He sees a flash of Penelope, a flash of the warden, a flash of a looming Cyclops.
Keep it together.
Then, scratch, scratch, scratch returns. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Oliver punches his bed.
Oliver, it's me.
A jingling of keys and a click of a lock, and Oliver's door swings open. Athena stands on the other side.
I knew you'd come.
Remember to keep moving. Never look back.
She hands him the folded blueprint and steps into the shadows. Oliver looks at the blueprint and looks at his now open door. He cautiously steps out into the hallway. Interior, ward hallway, continuous. Footsteps. Oliver hears this danger and moves swiftly through the hallway. He hears Athena call after him, but he doesn't look back. End of Act 1.